Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. So for the summer, the first Thursday of every month, we're going to talk about some of our favorite authors and talk about their backlist books. So since there's a lot of summer reading programs out there, we have a little bit more time, access to some free little libraries. It's a great opportunity for the summer to take a look at what is on the backlist of some of your favorite authors. See if you can get your hands on them. So, my video today is all for the love of Kristin Hannah. I love Kristin Hannah. I've been reading her books for years. So I have 5 books from her backlist that I want to talk to you about today that I highly recommend. First one I want to talk about is the very first Kristin Hannah book that I picked up, and this is Night Road. I still remember reading this with my book club years ago, like probably a good 10 years ago. When did this come out? Because it's been a hot minute. 2011, so yeah, that would make sense because it was fairly new when we read it. So a lot of Kristin Hannah's books are centered around family dynamics. It's a pretty common theme within her book. So this one follows, let's see, it says, for a mother, life comes down to a series of choices. To hold on, to let go, to forget, to forgive. Which road will you take? Follows our main character, Jude. She's always put her children's needs ahead of her own, and it shows. Her twins are brilliant, happy, polite, wonderful teenagers. Kind of sounds like that isn't real, but I mean, we're gonna go with it. When Lexi moves into a small town, no one is more welcoming than Jude, which is the mom. Lexi's a former foster child with a dark past and quickly becomes Mia's best friend, and Zach falls in love with Lexi, and the three of them become inseparable. Jude does everything to keep her kids on track for college and out of harm's way. It hasn't always been easy. Nothing feels safe anymore. Every time Mia and Zach leave the house, she worries about them. One hot summer night, her worst fears are realized. One decision will change the course of their lives. In the blink of an eye, the Faraday family will be torn apart and Lexi will lose everything. I had to read the flap because I didn't want to give anything away, but it's such a fantastic book. So, first one is Night Road. Next one I want to talk about is Homefront. So this one, love the premise of this one. We have Jolene and Michael, and Michael, I believe, is like a defense attorney, and Jolene is in the Air National Guard. Jolene takes care of the house, Michael goes to work. Kind of that type of a family dynamic. Troubles ensue as soon as Jolene is deployed and has to go to war. She normally takes care of the kids. She normally takes care of the household stuff. And all of a sudden, Michael is given all of that responsibility as well as his job. You go through what happens with her being away and being taken from this family. There's tragedy, there's drama, there's a war. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. The next book I want to talk about, Firefly Lane by Kristin Hannah. Well, obviously they're all by Kristin Hannah. This one also is a show. It's on Netflix, I think. And there's also a sequel to this. But this one starts off in the 1970s. We have Kate. She has accepted her place at the bottom of the 8th grade social food chain. Trust me, Kate, I've been there. It's not always fun. But then fate intervenes, and the coolest girl in the world moves in across the street from her, Tully. Kate and Tully become best friends, and this book spans 30 years of their friendship. It's so good. It's so good. All right, then my last two, some of my favorites. I have Winter Garden. This one has World War II historical fiction aspects of it. So we have 2 sisters, Meredith and Nina. They are about as different as they can possibly be. One stayed home, raised her children, is married, helps manage the family business. The other one went to follow her dreams. She travels the world, I believe, as a photographer. When her father falls ill, the 2 sisters find themselves coming back, and their father's like final dying wish is that they somehow connect with their mom. They haven't had a great connection with their mom this entire time, and that's all like their father wants is for their mother to tell them the true story. And so she tells their tale, and she basically grew up in war-torn Leningrad, and what she endured, how she got to where she is. The end of this book, it's so fantastic. It's so fantastic. And then the last book I want to talk about on the newer end of the backlist is The Great Alone. I keep wanting to say by Kristin Hannah. So this is, again, 1970s. We have the Albright family. We have Ernst and his wife. What's her name? It doesn't have it in here. And their daughter Lenny. Oh, Cora, Ernst, and Lenny. Ernst fought in the Vietnam War. He's got some really bad PTSD, obviously not treated, and decides that moving to Alaska is what is going to fix kind of the demons that are coming to him in the night. So they move to Alaska during the summer, and everything is grand until the winter hits, and we go from there. Again, fantastic. It makes me want to go to Alaska so badly, but fantastic book. So if you're looking for complicated family dynamics, complicated family love and drama, and what do we do, pick up a Kristin Hannah book. These are 5 of my favorites. I've read more. The other ones are still great. I've read Mystic Lake. there's a color one I've read. I haven't found one I didn't like. So check these out. Leave a note or a message below if you want to talk about any other Kristin Hannah books. Otherwise, head over to Sarah's channel. She's also doing an author spotlight today and talking about their backlist. I can't wait to see who she picks. Otherwise, comment, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.